Priming is more than just a routine. It's a deliberate, powerful habit practiced each morning that has the ability to completely shape the course of your day. When you wake up and immediately take control of your mind and body, you set a foundation that supports focus, energy, and clarity. This moment is crucial because the first thoughts and actions you take after sleeping have a profound impact on your emotional state and how you react to the world around you. Instead of waking up and allowing random thoughts, worries, or distractions to flood your mind, priming teaches you to intentionally steer your mental and physical energy towards something positive and empowering. The power of priming lies in its ability to interrupt the autopilot mode that most people default to each morning. Many wake up and react unconsciously to external stimuli, an alarm sound, messages, news, or even just the pressure of the day ahead. This reactive state can create stress and fragmentation that cascade throughout the day, making it harder to maintain focus, motivation, and productivity. In contrast, priming is about creating a buffer zone, a few minutes to consciously engage with your mind and body in a way that rewires your neural pathways to favor success and resilience. The habit of priming is designed to be quick yet deeply effective. It doesn't require hours of meditation or complex rituals. Even just a few minutes of intentional practice can dramatically shift your brain's chemistry. When you begin your day by priming, you are sending signals to your brain and nervous system that you are ready, that you are in control, and that you are committed to operating at your highest level. This early conditioning creates momentum that carries into every interaction, task, and challenge that follows. Moreover, priming isn't simply a mental exercise, it engages the body as well. This connection is crucial because the brain and body are deeply intertwined. Activating your body through movement during priming increases blood flow, oxygenates the brain, and stimulates the release of endorphins and other neurochemicals that enhance mood and cognitive function. This physical activation combined with positive mental focus primes you to face the day not only with clarity, but also with vibrant energy and confidence. By making priming a daily habit, you essentially train your brain to default to an empowered state. Over time, this practice strengthens neural pathways associated with positivity, focus, and resilience. It helps you build emotional muscle memory, so even in stressful or unexpected situations, your brain is more likely to respond with calm and clarity instead of anxiety or overwhelm. The repetitive nature of this habit means you are consistently reinforcing the mindset and physiological state that best supports your goals and well-being. In addition, priming creates a sense of ritual and structure that helps anchor your day. Humans naturally thrive with routines because they provide stability and predictability, which reduce mental fatigue and decision paralysis. Starting each day with a priming habit signals to your subconscious that this is a time for growth, focus, and taking command of your life. This ritualistic element builds discipline and commitment, which spill over into other areas of life, increasing overall productivity and satisfaction. Finally, priming serves as a proactive way to take ownership of your mental and emotional state before external factors can shape it. Instead of being at the mercy of your environment or circumstances, you choose to begin with intention, creating a powerful ripple effect that influences how you perceive challenges and opportunities. This daily habit primes not just your brain, but your entire being to operate from a place of strength, purpose, and unstoppable momentum. Priming works by helping you clear out negative thoughts and distractions that often cloud your mind upon waking, replacing them with clarity, confidence, and a strong sense of purpose. When you first open your eyes, your brain is in a highly impressionable state, like soft clay, ready to be shaped. Unfortunately, if left unchecked, this time can become a breeding ground for doubt, fear, and worry, those nagging thoughts about what went wrong yesterday or the challenges that lie ahead today. These negative mental patterns act like mental fog, dragging down your energy and focus before you even get started. Priming interrupts this downward spiral by intentionally filling that early mental space with powerful, uplifting, and constructive thoughts. This clearing process is essential because the quality of your thoughts shapes your emotions and actions. When your mind is cluttered with negativity, it's almost impossible to operate at your best. Doubt breeds hesitation, fear causes paralysis, and distraction scatters your attention. Priming works to disarm these mental roadblocks by first acknowledging what's holding you back and then consciously shifting your focus toward what empowers you. It's a mental reset that replaces confusion with clarity, stress with calm, and overwhelm with confidence. The clarity gained from priming comes from focusing your attention on what truly matters. By directing your mind toward gratitude, for example, you shift away from what's missing or wrong, and instead highlight the abundance and positive elements already present in your life. Gratitude acts as a powerful antidote to negativity, rewiring your brain to notice and appreciate opportunities rather than problems. This perspective shift is crucial because it lays the groundwork for confident decision-making and purposeful action. Confidence doesn't appear out of nowhere. It's built on a foundation of positive, reinforcing thoughts. Priming deliberately generates this foundation by having you visualize success, affirm your strengths, and remind yourself of your past victories. This mental rehearsal programs your brain to expect positive outcomes and prepares you to tackle obstacles with resilience rather than fear. Over time, these confidence-building practices strengthen your inner belief system and build emotional resilience. At the same time, priming replaces aimlessness and doubt with a sense of clear purpose. Purpose is the internal compass that guides your daily actions and keeps you motivated when challenges arise. Without it, even small setbacks can feel overwhelming and derail your progress. Priming ensures that from the moment you start your day, your mind is aligned with your highest goals and values. This alignment acts like a laser beam, focusing your energy and attention on what truly advances you toward your vision. Distractions are another major enemy of productivity and peace of mind, especially in today's fast-paced, digitally saturated world. Priming serves as a mental filter that helps you cut through noise and prioritize what matters most. By starting the day grounded and centered, your brain becomes better at dismissing irrelevant stimuli and concentrating on meaningful tasks. This heightened focus reduces stress caused by overwhelm and multitasking, allowing you to engage deeply with your work and relationships. In essence, priming transforms the chaotic jumble of thoughts that naturally appear after waking into a streamlined, powerful mental state. It replaces confusion with clarity, fear with confidence, and aimlessness with purpose. This process is not a one-time fix, but a daily habit that continuously rewires your brain for success. The more you practice priming, the easier it becomes to maintain this empowering mental state throughout the day, no matter what challenges or distractions come your way. This shift in mindset fundamentally changes how you approach life, turning obstacles into opportunities and making it possible to perform at your absolute best consistently. Priming involves 3 essential actions that work together to prepare your mind and body for peak performance each day, focusing on empowering thoughts, moving your body to activate energy, and practicing deep breathing to connect mind and body while reducing stress. These components create a powerful synergy that transforms your mental and physical state, setting the stage for success before you even begin your daily tasks. First, focusing on empowering thoughts is a deliberate mental practice that shifts your mindset from uncertainty or negativity to positivity and possibility. When you start your day by intentionally directing your attention to things like gratitude, vision, and self-belief, you are programming your brain to seek out and create positive experiences. Gratitude grounds you in the present moment by acknowledging the good in your life, which helps to reduce stress and increase feelings of happiness. Visualizing your goals and the outcomes you desire primes your subconscious to work toward making those visions a reality, while affirmations boost your self-confidence by reinforcing the belief that you are capable and worthy of success. This mental focus shapes your brain's neural pathways, strengthening connections associated with optimism, motivation, and resilience, which ultimately enhances your ability to handle challenges with calm and determination. Next, physical movement plays a critical role in priming because the mind and body are deeply interconnected. When you engage in even a brief session of physical activity, you stimulate blood flow, increasing oxygen delivery to your brain and muscles. This influx of oxygen energizes your body and sharpens your mental clarity. Movement also triggers the release of endorphins and other neurochemicals that improve mood, reduce pain, and increase motivation. Whether it's a quick stretch, a few jumping jacks, or some yoga poses, moving your body awakens your nervous system and signals to your brain that you are ready to take on the day with vigor. This physical activation counters morning grogginess and inertia, replacing lethargy with vitality and alertness. Finally, deep breathing is the connecting thread that unites your mental focus and physical activation. Conscious breathing techniques, such as diaphragmatic or box breathing, help regulate your nervous system by activating the parasympathetic branch, which promotes relaxation and reduces stress hormones. Deep breathing slows your heart rate and lowers blood pressure, creating a physiological state conducive to clear thinking and emotional balance. This practice also increases the flow of oxygen to your brain, enhancing cognitive function and creativity. When you pair deep breathing with empowering thoughts and movement, you cultivate a harmonious mind-body connection that heightens your awareness and presence. This connection is crucial because it helps you remain centered and grounded, even amidst the inevitable pressures and distractions of the day. Together, these three actions, mental focus, physical movement, and conscious breathing, form a comprehensive approach to priming that activates your brain and body simultaneously. By engaging your mind with positive, purposeful thoughts, energizing your body through movement, and calming your nervous system with deep breathing, you create a balanced state of heightened readiness. This triad not only prepares you to tackle challenges with confidence and resilience, but also enhances your ability to stay focused, creative, and motivated. Incorporating these elements into a daily priming ritual establishes a powerful habit that continually rewires your brain and strengthens your body, helping you sustain high performance and well-being over the long term. This holistic practice transforms how you start each day, setting a tone of empowerment that carries through every action and decision. Priming shifts your mindset from reactive to proactive, fundamentally changing how you engage with your day and the challenges that arise. Most people operate on autopilot, responding to external events and circumstances with knee-jerk reactions driven by emotion, habit, or stress. This reactive mode often leads to feeling overwhelmed, scattered, or powerless because you are constantly responding to what life throws at you rather than steering your own course. Priming interrupts this pattern by preparing your mind to take control, enabling you to approach each situation with intention, clarity, and calm confidence. When you prime yourself each morning, you move from being at the mercy of your environment to becoming the master of your inner world. This proactive mindset means you are not simply waiting to see what happens next. Instead, you anticipate challenges, envision solutions, and choose your responses deliberately. By starting your day with focused intention, you create a mental framework that supports thoughtful decision-making and deliberate action. This shift empowers you to handle obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than as threats that derail you. The difference between reactive and proactive thinking is profound. Reactive thinking is often emotional, short-term, and focused on problems or threats. It drains energy and narrows perspective, making it harder to find creative solutions. Proactive thinking, on the other hand, is grounded in awareness and control. It involves recognizing your power to influence outcomes and taking responsibility for your mindset and actions. Priming cultivates this proactive stance by giving you a structured practice to set your mental state each morning, aligning your thoughts and feelings with your goals rather than with distractions or fears. This mindset shift also enhances your emotional intelligence. When you are proactive, you develop greater self-awareness and the ability to regulate your emotions. Instead of reacting impulsively to stress, frustration, or setbacks, you pause, assess the situation, and respond in a way that serves your long-term interests. This emotional control builds resilience, allowing you to bounce back from challenges faster and maintain a steady focus on what matters most. Over time, this builds inner strength and confidence, making you less vulnerable to external pressures and more capable of leading yourself and others effectively. Priming supports proactive behavior by strengthening your mental clarity and focus. When your mind is clear and aligned, distractions lose their power to derail you. You become more intentional in how you allocate your time and energy, prioritizing tasks that advance your vision rather than getting caught up in reactive busyness or meaningless activities. This clarity helps you set boundaries, say no when necessary, and create space for what truly matters. Moreover, priming fosters a forward-thinking attitude. Instead of dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about potential problems, you train your brain to look ahead with optimism and confidence. You become solution-focused, seeking opportunities and ways to improve rather than fixating on obstacles. This positive orientation fuels motivation and creativity, enabling you to innovate and adapt in dynamic situations. Ultimately, priming rewires your brain to favor proactive habits. By consistently starting your day with intentional mental conditioning, you develop new neural pathways that support self-mastery, purposeful action, and emotional resilience. This rewiring not only changes how you think, but also how you feel and behave throughout the day. It transforms you from a passive participant in your life to an active creator of your reality, giving you the power to shape your experiences and outcomes with clarity, confidence, and unwavering focus. Priming daily is a powerful way to reprogram your brain, training it to automatically seek out opportunities, solve problems efficiently, and attract success consistently. Our brains are incredibly adaptable and constantly rewiring based on the patterns we reinforce through repeated behaviors and thoughts. When you engage in priming as a daily habit, you are deliberately creating and strengthening neural pathways associated with positivity, focus, and resilience. This rewiring process shapes how your brain processes information, how it reacts to challenges, and ultimately how it drives your actions toward your goals. One of the key ways priming rewires your brain is by shifting your mental focus from what's lacking or threatening to what's possible and empowering. When you start your day by focusing on gratitude, envisioning success, and affirming your abilities, you activate the brain's reward centers. This stimulates the release of dopamine and other neurochemicals that enhance motivation and reinforce positive behaviors. Over time, your brain becomes conditioned to crave these empowering states, making it easier to maintain a positive mindset throughout the day. This positive feedback loop helps you naturally scan your environment for opportunities rather than threats, allowing you to spot possibilities that others might miss. Priming also enhances your brain's problem-solving abilities. By cultivating a calm, clear, and focused mental state each morning, you set the stage for improved cognitive function. Stress and anxiety often cloud judgment and reduce creative thinking, but the mental clarity achieved through priming helps your brain think more flexibly and innovatively. This mental readiness equips you to approach challenges with a solution-oriented mindset, breaking problems down into manageable steps and generating effective strategies. The habit of priming strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for executive functions like decision making, planning, and self-control, empowering you to act with purpose rather than reacting impulsively. In addition to improving mental processing, priming influences your emotional responses. When your brain is trained to focus on positive thoughts and goals daily, it becomes more resilient to setbacks and less likely to get derailed by negative emotions. This emotional resilience is crucial for sustaining effort and persistence in the face of difficulties. Instead of feeling defeated by obstacles, you learn to view them as temporary challenges that can be overcome. This shift in emotional perspective not only reduces stress, but also boosts confidence, which further propels you toward your objectives. Priming also has a magnetic effect on attracting success. The law of attraction isn't just a mystical idea, it's rooted in neuroscience. When your brain consistently focuses on success and abundance, it influences your behavior and the energy you project outward. This positive energy attracts like-minded people, resources, and opportunities into your life. You become more open to collaboration, networking, and taking inspired actions that align with your goals. By rewiring your brain through priming, you align your inner world with your external environment, creating a powerful synergy that accelerates your progress. Furthermore, the consistent practice of priming builds momentum. Each day you reinforce these neural patterns, making it easier to maintain focus, optimism, and productivity. This momentum helps you develop habits that support long-term success, as your brain naturally gravitates toward the behaviors and mindsets that have been primed. Over time, priming transforms from a deliberate exercise into an automatic process, allowing you to operate at a higher level with less conscious effort. Through daily priming, you are essentially training your brain to operate like a success machine, constantly seeking opportunities, solving problems with agility, and attracting the resources and connections needed to thrive. This rewiring creates a foundation of mental strength and clarity that supports every aspect of your life, empowering you to reach new heights consistently. Consistency is the cornerstone of any powerful habit, and priming is no exception. While the steps involved in priming, focusing on positive thoughts, moving the body, and deep breathing, may seem simple on the surface, their true power emerges only when practiced consistently day after day. It's not a one-time fix or a quick boost, but a disciplined, non-negotiable commitment that separates those who achieve extraordinary results from those who settle for average. The brain thrives on repetition, and consistency in priming helps embed new neural pathways that form the foundation for lasting change and peak performance. When you engage in priming consistently, you're sending a clear message to your brain that this new way of thinking and operating is important. This repetitive signaling strengthens the connections between neurons associated with optimism, focus, and resilience. Over time, these connections become more robust, making it easier to access a positive and empowered mental state without conscious effort. In essence, consistent priming trains your brain to default to a state that supports success, turning what once required intentional focus into an automatic response. Without consistency, the benefits of priming remain fleeting. Skipping days or practicing sporadically means your brain doesn't receive the reinforcement it needs to fully adopt these new habits. This leads to slipping back into old patterns of stress, distraction, and negative thinking. Just like physical fitness, mental conditioning requires regular training to build and maintain strength. Each day you commit to priming, you are essentially exercising your brain's ability to focus, calm itself, and act purposefully, which pays dividends in all areas of your life. Consistency also builds momentum, which is vital for sustaining motivation. Early on, priming may feel like an effort, especially when life is busy or stressful. However, as the practice becomes a daily ritual, you start to notice the cumulative impact, increased clarity, energy, and emotional control that make tackling challenges easier. This momentum feeds itself, creating a positive cycle where the benefits you experience motivate you to continue the habit, and continuing the habit deepens those benefits even more. Over time, priming becomes less about pushing yourself and more about maintaining a natural rhythm that supports your highest potential. Another important aspect of consistency is the formation of ritual. When priming is anchored as a non-negotiable part of your morning routine, it creates a sense of structure and stability that helps reduce decision fatigue. By removing the question of whether or when to prime, you free up mental energy for other priorities. This ritualistic quality also reinforces your identity as someone who is proactive, disciplined, and committed to personal growth. The simple act of consistently dedicating a few minutes to priming each day becomes a powerful symbol of your larger commitment to success and well-being. Consistency in priming also strengthens your ability to handle setbacks without losing ground. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. When priming is a firmly established habit, it acts as an anchor, helping you quickly recalibrate and regain focus after disruptions. This resilience means you're less likely to get derailed by temporary obstacles or emotional setbacks, maintaining steady progress toward your goals. In summary, the power of priming is unlocked through consistency. It's the daily, committed practice that rewires your brain, builds momentum, creates empowering rituals, and fosters resilience. Without making priming a non-negotiable habit, the profound benefits it offers remain out of reach. The extraordinary results you seek come from the steadfast dedication to show up for yourself every morning, reinforcing the mindset and energy that propel you toward your highest achievements. Owning your mornings and priming your brain is one of the most transformative habits you can develop to unlock your full potential and dramatically improve your results in every area of life. How you start your day sends ripples through your entire mindset, energy, and actions, setting a powerful tone that influences everything that follows. By consciously choosing to engage in a priming ritual each morning, you take control of your internal state before external circumstances have a chance to dictate it. This ownership creates a foundation of empowerment that fuels your productivity, creativity, and emotional resilience throughout the day. When you own your mornings, you no longer leave your mental and emotional state to chance. Most people wake up and immediately react to external demands, emails, news, social media notifications, or urgent tasks, allowing these inputs to shape their mood and focus. This reactive approach often leads to feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or scattered before they even begin their important work. Priming flips this script by giving you a moment of intentional pause to center yourself, tune into gratitude, visualize success, and activate your body and breath. This practice allows you to establish a state of calm confidence and clarity that serves as a launching pad for high performance. Priming is more than a feel-good ritual. It rewires your brain to operate from a place of strength and focus. By regularly engaging in this habit, you train your nervous system to recognize and sustain optimal mental and emotional states. This means you become better equipped to handle pressure, bounce back from setbacks, and maintain sustained effort toward your goals. The repeated practice of priming builds neurological pathways that favor resilience, creativity, and strategic thinking, giving you a mental edge over challenges that might otherwise cause distraction or doubt. Moreover, owning your mornings through priming helps you tap into your highest levels of motivation and intention, starting the day with a clear vision of what you want to achieve and why it matters fills you with purpose. This sense of purpose acts like fuel, driving consistent action even when faced with obstacles or fatigue. It helps you prioritize your time effectively, ensuring you focus on high-impact activities rather than getting lost in trivial tasks or distractions. The clarity gained from priming sharpens your decision-making, so you're more decisive and confident in pursuing opportunities aligned with your goals. The habit of priming also cultivates emotional mastery. By centering your attention on positive emotions such as gratitude, love, and excitement, you create a psychological environment that supports well-being and mental strength. This emotional mastery reduces stress and anxiety, enhances your relationships, and boosts your overall happiness. When you bring this emotional resilience into your daily interactions and work, you influence not only your own success, but also the success of those around you. Finally, the cumulative effect of owning your mornings through priming leads to exponential growth over time. Each day you invest in this habit, you build on the progress of the previous day, creating momentum that propels you forward. Small, consistent wins add up, reinforcing your belief in your ability to achieve more. This upward spiral of growth and achievement transforms your mindset from one of limitation and doubt to one of possibility and confidence, unlocking levels of performance and fulfillment you may have only imagined before. The power of priming lies in its ability to transform your mornings and ultimately your life by rewiring your brain, sharpening your focus, and aligning your emotions with your highest goals. It's a simple yet profoundly effective daily habit that clears away mental clutter, boosts energy, and cultivates a proactive mindset. By consistently committing to priming, you take ownership of your internal state, stepping into each day with clarity, confidence, and purpose. This ongoing practice builds momentum, resilience, and emotional mastery, empowering you to navigate challenges with strength and creativity. When you make priming a non-negotiable part of your routine, you unlock the door to sustained success and fulfillment, turning potential into powerful, lasting results.